Hello, my Scorpio collective. I am here today to give you your message for February 2025. I hope you enjoy the message. I'm going to start off with the oracle decks of the tea leaves just to give you two of the overall energies for the month of February. So for my Scorpios, what we got to tell them? One, two. Oh, no, it's actually three, but that's okay. The first thing we have is dark woman. Dealings or relationships with a woman with dark complexion or hair. The next thing is chains. Oh, I don't like that energy. Chains. Chain of events that will affect your life. And the third thing is owl. Good advice from a wise person. This feels very strongly like either you're the woman with the dark complexion or dark hair, or you're connected to one. And owls for me is something connected to witches or spell work that way. Um, it's it's a, I guess, a Mexican thing. It came from my husband. But and it's talking about intuition and like the occult stuff, things that you couldn't see. And then there's chains. I feel like there's like a bind or a connection that you have with the second person in February. In February, it will be revealed. I don't know if it's positive actually, because when I saw that connection, I was like, oh, dude, Scorpio. So let's see what's up with this. So the first thing I'm going to be talking about is the Mars retrograde in Cancer. It happened on January 6th. It will continue till the 23rd of February, so practically the entire month of February. Okay, it's an energy where you're going through a lot of emotional turbulence, a lot of emotional revelations of relationships that are the foundations of your life, and feeling disheartened or disempowered because of the fact that this is happening. So it's being revealed so you can let it go, but it's still hurtful when it happens. Okay, so let's see how it's happening to you, how this is influencing you, Scorpio. Six of Cups, the past returning. So this can be children that you might have. This is somebody that you knew a long time ago, but this feels like the past returning so bad. Okay, so that being said, the next card that I'm going to pull out is on the full moon. So I'm feeling since January all the way through February, you're going to have things from the past come back out of the woodwork. Okay. So the first thing I'm seeing, the second thing I'm seeing is a full moon in the sign of Leo that will be in February 12th. It should be an energy of expansion and growth, but it also has a square in Mercury and Uranus, which creates misunderstandings, misinterpretations, bad messages being sent. Excuse me. So how is this going to affect you, Scorpio? 10 of Cups. Ooh, that is interesting. Can you give me another one for the 10 of Cups? This is like a very emotional month. I'm seeing so many cups here. Can you give me another one for the 10 of Cups? Nine of Wands in reverse. Okay, so the energy of Leo is going to create for you a situation where you're going to be in this energy of love and you're going to take down your walls. So is it a good thing that they're taking down their walls? I just need to see this because there's some signs I do extra for. This would be one of them because this seems a little bit. So we have the Nine of Cups, Six of Swords in reverse. Okay. This person that I just finished telling you, they have a lot of influence over you. Okay? They have a lot of influence over you because of the connection they have to you. I feel like it's a kid. Either you knew them as a kid, but it feels like a kid. Like I'm talking to a parent, and this is a child I'm talking about. And they wished for you to come back into their lives, because obviously you supply something that they require and they need at this moment. You take down the walls, but then instead of making you go into calmer waters, you're actually diving deep into the shit with them. Um, this is like a chain of events that's going to pull you down. You know what I'm seeing? I'm seeing, um, this is an old ass movie, but it's like Big Trouble in Little China. They go through this elevator, and one of the places they end up is in the River of Souls, and it's a whole mess of people like dead underwater, and they're chained to the things in the 3D world that limited them. This feels like that, being stuck because you don't want to let go of this thing from the past. And it's hard if it's a kid. Um, but sometimes I think that's the lesson that we came to learn. That we can't save everyone, even if we made them. Right? Okay. So the next thing is the full moon. The new moon, and the new moon will be on the 28th. That's the last day of February. It's a very significant full moon because it's in Pisces, and the North Node now is in Pisces. So it's shining light. It's forcefully awakening your North Node energy. And it has an alignment with Mars, Saturn, Mercury, Neptune, Venus, Uranus, and Jupiter. So that energy is being boosted. It's kind of like you're supposed to be over there, so go over there. And if you refuse to go over there, then you will be going through a lot of turbulence, chain of events, to awaken you to the fact that you belong over there, not over here. Based on you going back to this person, I feel like 2025 is going to feel very, very, very turbulent. If you choose not to, then it'll be different. But what do you need to know about this moon? Honestly, I would use this moon sign to manifest seeing clearly the people that are around me, so that I can accept the release of things that no longer are in my contract or my agreement, like being able to move away from that. So tell me more about this. How is this going to influence my Scorpios? The Fool card in reverse. Stuck. It's like you're stuck in the River of Souls, wanting to swim out of the water but can't, because you allowed yourself to stay chained to something that really doesn't want to change. They just don't want to be alone in the misery they live in. What do you see clearly? Lovers. The love that you have for this person. What you don't see clearly. Knight of Wands. That you're flying to the sun. What does that mean? There's this that reminds me of the story of Oshun, right? And so the world was dying, and she was this beautiful peacock, and she flew towards the sun god so he can stop burning and scorching the earth. And when she got there, she was all burned and ugly, and because of the sacrifice she did to be able to help the humans, by burning herself, the sun god had mercy, and he allowed rain to come and pushed away the sun from the earth. But then after that, then she became the vulture. So this is kind of the energy I'm feeling here. I'm feeling like you're sacrificing yourself for somebody that will continue to do the same things that they're going to do, and in the process you then are losing the the spark that you had within yourself, the change that you could have done, the thing that you could have been, for sake of another person. We all, in the lessons that we have on this world, have experiences where some of the lessons that we have to learn more than one lifetime is not to be Jesus in the cross and not to sacrifice yourself for others, that each one of us have lessons that we have to grow. And in removing those lessons from that person, you are actually limiting them and not letting them grow and expand. I feel like you're repeating a cycle that you did from a previous life, and there will be consequences and pain. Um, but I think that you're going 100 miles an hour towards a wall, and there's no one that can stop you because you feel that it's your right. I mean, you're not, no, not your right. That's the wrong word. It's your deber. It's your responsibility to do so. This needs counseling. That's what I can tell you. So you have to realize that it's not your obligation to pull somebody out, but the only way that you can do that is to really process these thoughts. And the reason you're probably like this is because you felt like nobody saved you when you needed saving, and there's guilt here, and there's a sense of obligation. Month of February, how is it going to end up for you, Scorpio? Five of Cups. Do you see how she has the opportunity to have a happiness here, but she's held back by the. I mean, I swear to God, this is fucking weird because that reminds me of the River of Souls. It's like you're being pulled down into the depths of darkness to try to save somebody that doesn't need saving. They don't want to be saved. They like the misery they're in. They just don't want to be there alone. And it's like ugly. That's all I'm gonna say. That's just this feels ugly. The last card, if it's a major arcana, gives you information as to the key to overcome the month of February. If not, then it's just more information in there. They told me in there. Five of Wands. Literally, February feels to me like the month where you're gonna fight your own demons. Like you're gonna fight with yourself. There's a part of you that knows that the worst thing you can do is enable this person to continue their negative patterns. There's a part of you that knows that, but there's a huger part inside of you that feels guilt and feels empathy because you feel like you didn't get that. So you feel like you need to get that, like I didn't get the compassion. I didn't get the help. I didn't get the reassurance that I needed. I just needed somebody to give me a helping hand, and I could have been so much better. And you're seeing yourself in the eyes of this other person, but they're not you. I'm sending you a lot of loving compassion. Hopefully you will open your eyes, though at this time I don't see that happening. We'll see you the next time.